Hello everyone, welcome to Tony Talks. I hope you all are doing well, and so let's get right into today's video. And thank you for all my subscribers, and if you are new here, thank you, and don't forget to hit on that subscribe button so that you will not miss out on our future videos. Thank you, and please there no derogatory comments. Thank you. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
True. And he said, not, and he said, didn't I see his hand? And he said it was when they were fighting that he injured himself. And I asked if we should go to the hospital and said no. And I used rope for the side, which I did. Question. That was when he returned back from the show? She said yes. Question. That same day was when you guys got in Panadol? She said yes. Bami got in Panadol. Question. From the event on Sunday and Monday, you kept these details away from the father? She said yes. Question. Who called the nurse that administered the injection?
Can you mute your phone, Saint Tommy, please? Go ahead.
Answer. His friend. Question. What is the name of this person? She said spending. Question. You don't know his full name? She said, I don't know. We call him spending. Question. What is the position of that spending in your family?
Sorry, one moment. Barrister Dolapo, my namesake, I want to put you up here because I possibly will think you have some questions and discrepancies that we are seeing, and you'll be able to just highlight it for us equally. So I'm inviting you. Go ahead, please. If she's available, she will join. Go on.
Okay. What is the position of their spending in your family? She answered, he is my husband's close friend. They have been friends for 4 years since 2019. Question. When that nurse came, the nurse that was invited by spending, she came on Monday? She answered, Tuesday afternoon. Question. What did you tell the nurse? What information did you give to the nurse?
Okay, Barrister Dolapo. Okay. Since you are in a noisy place, don't worry. Thank you. God bless you. Go ahead, bossman.
What did you tell the nurse? What information did you give to the nurse before she started administering injections? Answer. I explained what happened at the show to her. Question. What did you explain? Answer. That he sustained an injury with broken glasses. Question. And the next thing the nurse did was to bring out injection. Answer. She checked how he was feeling. I don't know how it is done. Question. But you were there. She answered. I was not fully present. I was in the kitchen cooking. I was there when the nurse came, and Bami and I told her that he had ulcer and she should be mindful of what she would give to him. And she said, thank God we informed her earlier. I don't know the medication she administered, but I knew for a fact that she touched the wound area and she proceeded. Question. Did you have any interaction with the nurse when she came? She said, no. That was the first time I will see her. Question. Did you have any conversation with her? Answer. I did. And that was me talking about how the whole thing went. I explained to her. Question. So after the explanation, You went to the kitchen. You left the nurse with your husband? Answer, no, I was there. After massaging, she administered one injection on his left arm. I was not fully present during the whole thing. Question. I didn't ask for the whole. And at the time she was administering that injection, you were there? She said, yes, I was there. Question. Did you ask the nature of the injection she was administering on your husband? She answered, I did not. Question. Exactly. You did not ask. She answered, I do not know. I have not been a nurse. Question. After that injection, what happened? Answer. It was still fine, and I proceeded to the kitchen because food was on fire before she came. I was in the kitchen, and when I came back, I saw the nurse trying to pull out another injection. Question. The nurse was bringing out another injection after the first one? She said, yes, after the first one. Can you still hear me, Yekudi? I guess you're okay.
Yeah. I can hear you.
The nurse was bringing out another injection after the first one?
Yeah.
She said, yes, after the first one, I was in the kitchen, and the moment I opened the door, I heard him say the nurse should remove the syringe she was inserting into his vein, that he was feeling somehow, and he went to the restroom to vomit and pee. Question. So, how many injections? Answer. I did not know, sir. I was not fully at the scene. I was going and coming. Then the court interrupted. Mrs. Aloba, the question he asked is that coming in and going out, how many injections do you think you would have administered? Is it 10 or 1 or 3? And she said, 2. I only saw her twice injecting. It was the second one I saw. Immediately I opened the door. The court interrupted. Where was she injecting the second one? She said, in his room. Question. What part of his body? She answered, at this side, demonstrating. Through his vein. Then the court answered, and you did not question the nurse that, what kind of injection? Has he been taking injection like that? Through his vein? She answered, yes. Yes. Not injection. Drip. The court interrupted again. The question is injection. Have you seen him taking injection? Everybody knows that drip are given through a vein. An injection can also be passed while the drip is on. But most of us are aware that injection is given on the bum, lap, or something. So, in your knowledge, as an educated person, have you seen your husband taking injection through his vein before now? She answered, shaking head side to side. The court asked again, have you seen anybody that you know taking injection through the vein? Answer, I do not know. Now, Mr. Badley, continue. What happened after the injection? She answered, he reacted to it, and immediately I opened the door. I heard him telling the nurse to remove the needle from his vein, that he was feeling somehow, and immediately he went to the restroom to vomit and pee. And he said he was still feeling uncomfortable, and he sat on the floor and instructed us to pour in water. And that was when I asked his brother and Bami. Then Bami and the nurse went to get a drink. Question. At what point was he taken to the hospital? Excuse me. Sorry about that. At what point was he taken to the hospital? Answer. Immediately after getting to the car, because we were looking for a car to take him to the hospital. His car was faulty and the mechanic was working on it. Question. Before we got to the hospital, what happened? Answer. I did not know. I was at the front seat with a nurse and my baby. Question. The nurse followed you to the hospital? He said, yeah. Question. You were not in the car with him? The answer. With my husband? I was in the car. He was at the back and his workers carried him. Question. Before you got to the hospital, what happened? The answer. On our way going to the hospital, there was traffic at Orchard Road. And while we were going, the driver looked back and held his hand and said his hand was getting cold. Mr. T.E. Olawale, my lord, because of the time of the court, all these questions have been asked severely. You should go to new questions that has not been asked by the state council. She's a widow. She's still mourning her husband. It's not easy. And I don't want her to ask that question. They interjected.
Yeah, that's interjection. It was it the judge that spoke?
No, our lawyer.
Her own lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Olawale.
Okay.
T.E. Olawale.
Okay. Of course, the judge will overrule it.
Mm-hmm. My lord, because of the time of the court, all these questions have been asked severely. You should go to the new questions that has not been asked by the state council, and she is a widow. She's still mourning her husband. It is not easy. Mr. David finally continued. My lord, the council is just being emotional. The father of the son is here, and he is interested in what happened to the son. Please permit me to conduct the proceeding on behalf of the family. At what point was he confirmed dead? Answer. When we got to the hospital, Coroner. That was the answer of Wunmi. You don't nod your head, though. You're not getting that vibe. Now, she said that it was when Mobile got to the hospital that Mobile died, though.
Yeah, no, but she has mentioned it. We've pointed it out before. But
yeah, she's saying it again, no,
we've pointed it out before that she said at home. Then we have taken note of it again that she now. Those are the discrepancies. Do you understand that she said hospital? So this is just a third time.
These are three discrepancies now. Yekudi. First, she was asked. She said she died in the house.
Yeah.
Secondly, you said in the car. Now she's saying at Coroner.
In the car, was she certified? Was she saying he was there? She said the taxi man, Uber man, said his hand is cold or getting cold. So meaning hurry up before he buys me. I don't think she may, Abby. I don't want to give her.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going exactly. So
David Fadele, my lord, the council is just being emotional. The father of the son is here, and he is interested in what happened to the son. Please permit me to conduct the proceeding on behalf of the family. At what point was he confirmed dead? She answered, when we got to the hospital, Coroner Hospital. Mr. David Fadele continued, was a certificate issued to you by the hospital that confirmed him dead? She said no. The court now interrupted. What was the reason? She said, I do not know. They didn't allow me to go to the room with him. It was his brother and Bami that went to the room with him. He said, the Vivadele continued. After he was confirmed dead, where did you take his body to? She answered, after he was confirmed dead at the hospital. Question, yes. She answered, I entered another Uber. I don't know how I got to the house, but I knew it was another Uber that took me home. When we got to the house, people started coming. Question, the cops, you said you arrived at the hospital? He said, yes. Question, and the hospital confirmed him dead? He said, yes. Question, the certificate of his death was not issued to you, but the hospital confirmed that he was brought in dead. He said, yes. No, I think it was the second hospital.
So the first, they remember those ones said anyway. Let's know. It was said that dead on arrival. The first. So where did he die? Where did he die? Dead on arrival was what the hospital gave out. So that's what was published. Go ahead.
Question: whether it was the first or second hospital, they confirmed that he was brought in dead. She said, question: but there was no medical certificate issued? She said, yes. Question: the corpse of Mubad, where did you take it to? She answered, the corpse was taken home by his cousin Darosha and his brother Adura to our house in Hoship. Question: why was the corpse not taken to the morgue? Question: at that point, I did not know anything. Question: so you are not in charge of your home? Is that what you are saying? Answer: I am in charge of my home, but by the time my husband died, I barely remember anything. I was not in my right senses. I did not understand anything that happened at that point. I just saw that they took him inside the car and took him home, and I know it was another Uber that took me home. Question: so they took his cars back to the house? She said, yes. Question: at that point, did you make any contact or calls? She answered, I didn't know why I dropped my phone. Question: I have a couple of allegations, probably in form of allegation, and you can use this forum to clear those allegations. The court interrupted. Counsel, at this point, any question that will attack a character should not be asked. We are here to find out what caused the death of the deceased. Question: there was an allegation that on the same Monday night that you had a quarrel with your husband. Answer: it was not a quarrel. I was not the one that had quarrel with him. Question: what happened to the issue of Canadian visa that he got without letting you know, and you were angry with him? Answer: I was not angry with him. Myself and my father-in-law used to be best of friends. We ate from the same table and drink from the same cup. He was my best of friend. My right hand in my marriage, my right hand in marriage. With faith, with him, and God was how I had my baby. Yeah. He walked up to me and said the Holy Spirit told him that myself, him, and my husband should fast for 7 days, and we will have a baby, which we did. And while I was pregnant, we would bring fruit, vegetable, pushed out and everything to me while I was pregnant. We were best of friends, and I did not kill my husband, and my husband loved me so much. I know that all these allegations coming across me is from my husband, is from my father's in-law. God is my heart. He was my best friend. Sometimes I called him to visit me. Whenever I am bored, that was how close we were. I'm not trying to hide that I am guilty, but I am just surprised and disappointed about so many things that happened. The only issue between me and my father-in-law was when I had my baby, and he told me to give him the placenta. Question. I did not ask you those questions. Answer. Please, let me talk. I know where this attack is coming from. Ma, you are also a woman. Please, let me talk. I never wronged you. I never wronged him. I love him like my father. I was the one that started this Coroner inquest. The court interrupted. The only way you can get justice for your husband, the only way you can get justice for your husband, you so much love, the only the only way you can get justice for your husband you so much love is to listen to the questions. Answer the question that has been asked. Then she answered. He said I was fighting my husband for Canadian visa, which never happened. The court asked. Now the court interjected again. That is the answer. Just answer the question you are being asked. Because when you open the door for more questions, you might not like it at the end of the day. He answered, there have been so many allegations. The court interjected again. Let the allegations be asked. Then you will answer one step at a time. Then she answered, a lot of lies have been coming, and I wanted to cry the hair. The court interjected again. Everybody knows that, and the court sympathizes with you. Please calm down. How old are you? She answered, I am 24. The court asked, I myself, my first daughter, is about 25 years old. I can feel the pain and what is going on in your head. And she answered, a lot. They want to kill me, but I will not die for my child. The court answered, and the court interjected again. You have to come down to answer those questions, all these questions, so that justice will be served. Please face the court and answer the question. Do you want your family member to get your new water? He said, yes, ma'am. Question. The debate will finally continue. I replied the question on Monday, 11th September 2024. There was a quarrel between you and your husband as regards to the fact that he got a Canadian visa for himself without letting you know. He answered, nothing as such happened. That day, we just gisted and we see each other as best friends. We usually talk. We usually talk about everything, and sometimes we are in the room for a week. Sometimes we would not step out for 2 days. And the day we talked about Canadian visa, I was the one that posted it on the media. Nobody knew about it. That day we were talking, we wanted to have my baby outside the country, but we did not. Hold on. But we did not have enough money then. When he left the label last year, he left with €0. And when I had my baby at April, there was no enough money. He said he does not want his child to clock a year in this country, that he wanted my child to school outside the country. And I kept postponing him, and that day, he said he did not want that baby to grow up in this country. And he knows the kind of music he does, and many people that do not love him. And I saw that ever since we had our baby, he did not post him on the media. And he said a lot of people are watching after him. And if they don't get to him, they will get to his child or wife. And I used to query him that why doesn't he post me on the media? And he will say that he's trying to take it away from them. And you know that me, I'm a bad boy. I am stubborn. They may get to me and my child.
Thing just is scatter my head. So Mohbad used to hide him, hide her.
He said he really wants us to travel out of the country, and he said I should leave him alone to face these people which are his oppressors. And he said I should travel with a child, and he doesn't want Liam to clock a year in Nigeria. And I asked how he was going to cope. And he said I should not worry, that I would give him a reason for him to come over to the States. And often, and that most of his shows will come from overseas because his family will be there. And that day, he almost knelt down begging me. He was so emotional that day, I didn't know what came over him. He was telling me, please, and he said for his baby's sake, he doesn't want to post his face to the world until he is a year. And by the time he posted, nobody would know their whereabouts. Nobody would know their whereabouts. And I said, okay, I have heard. And that was the day he said...
God forgive me. Could it be that Mohbad was purposely doing that, hiding them because he intended to jackpot and not... He was already promising somebody else the future. Because we learned, that is hearsay though. We learned that he has somebody else at that time, So could it be that he didn't want... Abi? I just they help them, they try to... I just they look into the matter, they help them think the matter, I'm just, my head just, they tell me different things. Make only me not on the hallucinate you. Because I could he have been hiding it for the sake of, let me just,
That's what she's explaining right now, that your Mohbad was trying to hide the child from the people.
No, but she meant well that Mohbad was hiding the child so that they don't harm the child and herself. But me, I'm thinking Mohbad was doing it for his own. The other babe where they say he want jackpot go meet. I'm just thinking, Moko roll on from what he's saying, Moko about think outside the box. You understand? Yes, please.
On that one, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Mohbad was just having some fear because of the issues that is surrounding him. And I think he started to notice strange things about W.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay. About W, okay.
Yeah, he started to notice some strange things and he's trying to figure it out, but it's too late for him.
Okay. All right. Okay, making sense. But I'm wondering why he was hiding the baby. Because now, Wunmi is sharing the baby everywhere. The baby is everywhere. They are no more hiding the baby. So, is it that the people now they have seen the end of Mo, so the baby is free? Abi, why is Mo hiding the baby? Like, you people get me. I don't know if I'm the only one that is in my brain. Am I hallucinating? So why was he hiding the baby? You understand? And hiding her, protecting her and hiding her. Why? Why will any in fact, think about it. I bet for a young man like that is doing very well for himself, you know, why will he hide his baby? He will be so proud of the baby. You understand? So hiding her, I can understand. Maybe he's hiding her, maybe for his own reason. But the baby, ah. Anyway, continue. Please go on, please. Thank you.
I said, okay, I've heard. And that was the day he said I should collect it. He was the one doing Leanne's passport himself, and he put a call over to the person that I was the one. And he put a call over to the person that I was the one coming to collect the passport. And that day, I joked with him that if I travel, I am a stay-home mom. How am I going to be feeding? And he said he's joking, that I will use his lawyer and that he would sign undertaking that he would not cheat me and my son. When we get to the States, and I said himself and his lawyer will do pause, and that day we were still joking. That Monday, we spoke till like 3:40 a.m. on Tuesday. We were gisting, and I really did not know my husband would die in the afternoon. And he didn't even want me to sleep. And he wanted to play with me and said that I was tired, and he held his baby to his chest and slept till the next day. There was nothing like fighting about Canadian visa, because I know I do not like leaving him, and he doesn't like leaving me too. But he said because of his son, I have to summon the courage that we should go for our safety. Sorry about that. I had to summon that courage that we should go for our safety. Nobody knew on the media that he had a child or wife until he died. There was a reason for hiding myself and our child.
Thank you, Kwasi.
Question. So there was no quarrel? The answer, there was no quarrel. Question. Around what time on Tuesday did he die? Did you have any idea? She answered, I do not have any idea. Question. Was it in the morning or afternoon? She answered, it was in the afternoon. Question. At what point did
Go ahead. Let me get my bottle of water. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you inform the
Just right
father-in-law?
beside me.
She answered, I did not inform the father-in-law. The reason is, ever since I had my baby, his father has been in fight with me. And the reason is because when I had my baby, even a day before having my baby, my father-in-law still came out to get my siblings' money. That's how close we were. We were very close that he was the first to know I was pregnant, and I did not inform him for some reasons. Question. So you didn't inform him? She answered, I did not inform him for some reasons. My mother-in-law knew. Let me state the reason I did not inform him. When I had my baby, he insisted on burying the placenta, and my husband said he has many wives, and he cannot allow him to bury my child's placenta. And he got mad at me because I heard, because he thought I ordered my husband and my father-in-law usually bring different girls to our house to sleep on the island. And there was a day he brought a lady to the house, to another room. And my mother-in-law came without informing us that day. And immediately my mother-in-law opened the door that they usually sleep. She saw a lady with my father-in-law. And he used to bring him countless time that day. She didn't inform us before coming, and she met a lady in the room with Baba. And she said, why did I allow such in my matrimonial home? And I begged my mother-in-law not to be angry. And she was really mad. And I didn't want to be in the middle. So I went to my husband for me of what was happening, and told me the lady had to leave. And I think the way my husband approached the father was wrong. But eventually, my mother-in-law slept downstairs, and the father and the lady slept in the room. And he felt I was the one that ordered my husband, which I never did. And also, aside from the placenta issue, after having my baby, I stopped coming to the house. And on the day of the naming, he said he wanted to do his birthday. He wanted to do his party in his house. And my husband told Baba that he doesn't have enough money, that the only one he has is for the one he wants to do on the highland. And Baba insisted and called my daddy and started cursing him out. If Baba wants something, and my husband doesn't give him one thing. Yeah, are you there?
I am.
If Baba wants something and my husband doesn't give him on time, he will call me. Baba comes to our house twice a week. And my husband told him he doesn't have money. And Baba called him, cursing me, that if the boy does not give him the money for his own, that he wants to do excuse me. I'm trying to digest what I was just trying to say here.
Okay.
Baba comes to our house twice a week.
Okay.
And my husband told him he doesn't have money. And Baba called me, cursing me that if the boy does not give him the money for his own, that he wants to do in Yekudi.
Maybe for his own naming.
He will spoil many things.
Okay, maybe the naming.
I started begging my husband, and he said he shouldn't have money.
He didn't have money, doesn't have money. Let's move. We can guess what it is. Let's move.
I was thinking I was the one that ordered his son not to give him money. Mm-hmm. The money sent to my account as a gift for the naming ceremony. Mm-hmm. I sent it to Baba so that it can be calm. And I told him not to be angry, that I just got this money from someone. Question. I want you to save your energy and time. The question I ask is that, why didn't you inform your father-in-law? And you didn't inform him because you were not close? She answered, yes. And we used to be close. We stopped being close when we had Liam. Question. Who informed your father-in-law? Answer, I think my mother-in-law. Question. That court that you said was minor was actually a minor, was actually a major court? It was actually deep? She answered, it wasn't that deep. It was a court, but not deep. Question. Not a deep court at all? She answered, it wasn't. Question. In your, in your house, you have a CCTV? You say yes. Question. Was there a CCTV recording of the event on Monday, precisely 11th of September? Answer. There wasn't. The CCTV camera was not fixed. We just packed to that house. It was even a week before my husband died that we did the parlor's chair. The one we were using before, Baba came to pack them. The CCTV was not fixed as at then, before the incident happened. Question. Because you moved
Who
to
came
that
to
house.
pack the CCTV? Sorry to interject.
She said about park on the chair in the house. So yeah, they asked her for CCTV. She was talking about chair. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Let me read-
because I
let me
became
read-
confused. Like, okay, was she talking about the
Let me
CCTV?
read it again. Though.
Please do.
Yeah. They asked about the CCTV. She's talking about chair.
Ah, was it
Question.
chair?
Was there a CCTV recording of the event on Mondays precisely, 11th of September? Answer. There wasn't. The CCTV camera was not fixed. We just packed to that house. It was even a week before my husband died that we did the parlor chair. The one we were using before, Baba came to pack them. The CCTV was not fixed as at the time before the incident happened. Question. Because you moved to that house less than a week? Answer. No. 4 months. Question. So the entire 4 months you moved to that house, the CCTV camera was not working? Answer. Yes. You were just trying to arrange the house. My husband does not have money like people think. The family knows. Question. You have a Twitter account? She said, no. Question. Are you on Instagram? She said, yes. Question. I want to read a message that you authored. As read. This nigga struggled to death. Too many things threatened. He has always lived in fear. Continuously fight everywhere he goes to. He has never been happy for a whole day. He was called a junkie, a mad person, mental issue. So the public will have another view of him. He is dead. At least you own one. He is your truck.
Thank you, Tosin.
You all made me a widow at 24 years.
Thank you,
You
Tosin.
authored that.
Thank you.
Who were you referring to? She responded, I was referring to a lot of people. My husband went through pain. He was dead before the real death came. He has never been happy for a day. And what made me say all those things, is that we talked about the oppressors, the day he died. And that was the reason why.
Thank you, Tosin.
And that was why he told, that was, let me start again. He has never been happy for a day. And what made me say all those things is that we talk about the oppressor the day he died. And that was the reason why he told me and my son to go to Canada. The day I wrote these things was the day he died. When he was alive, there was always threatening him. They were always threatening him. There is one guy posting on the media now, my C. He used to be his close friend, but the guy snitched on him. He was always with us, talking. The guy has dragged him on the media over 5 times, and sometime in June, I did a live video cursing my husband And it was always with us, talking. The guy has dragged him on the media over 5 times, and sometimes in June. He did a live video cursing my husband, calling him drug addict.
I see.
And lying, so many accusations. My husband doesn't go outside anymore. He was always indoor. I always spoon feed him like a baby, and he does not eat. And I am not always at first. It is whenever the mother comes that I will leave her to take charge, so I can take care of myself and my baby.
Please, let me interject there. So Mohbad was sickly then, for her to be spoon feeding him, and Baba Mohbad was still going there to be asking for money and packing furniture. And my Mama Mohbad, they are spoon feeding her child, and she was still going there often and also collecting money. They were opening shop for her. 2 wings of shop put together, freezer, everything, and that child was undergoing spoon feeding. Please take note of that. And Baba Mohbad saw that, and they've asked him a few times, is the child sickly, is he sick or anything? And they asked Mama Mohbad to, when she wore black, and she came out and was saying that Kemi Olunloyo, she tender a place where they ever treated the child is sane, nothing is wrong with the child. So Wunmi was spoon feeding that child, that boy or that man, sorry, Mohbad. I just want you people to take note of those words. Spoon feeding. You understand? And Baba Mohbad, all of them, they were, and he had staffs. On the day they were taken to the hospital, she said he laid on he was at the back with his staffs, and he was being spoon fed. Okay, go ahead, please. We are listening.
I always spoon feed him like a baby.
And they don't have money. And they are poor, like she so said. People that think that, yeah, and the father can come and pack furniture, and the mother can. She told us that he just rented 3 shops, put them together, furnished everything, and they don't have money. Okay, I just want you people just taking note of the little things that I feel. I don't think those things they are true. They don't add up for me. Please go ahead.
Not always at rest. It is